about what you've done as an amateur. I understand you're very decorated. Talk to
I'm a 9 times national champion, fought all over Europe, European championships. Been on the back end of wrong decisions, but listen, boxing, push on, and yeah, listen, I'm out there, I want titles. It's only a matter of time now.
Training up with Al Smith, you're with the likes of Dennis McCann, Sam Noakes, all these boys every day. What's the vibe like up there?
The vibe is incredible. Big Al, we have Big Al there. He's a genius. He's unreal camp. The lads, they've all worked hard and they want big titles. So the vibe in the gym, it's fantastic. Like, it's just everyone vibes off each other. Just everyone pushes each other. There's no jealousy, nothing like that. No hate. We all work hard. We all have our own goals to achieve, and we just keep it going from there.
Well, Frank, they call him Big Bang. What do we think?
So on Saturday, it's going to be a bigger bang. I promise you, you're going to really enjoy watching Pierce in action. I mean, he is all action. He can punch. I mean, he can whack. There's no doubt about that. He's got dynamite in both fists. And he's going to definitely be a star of the future. No doubt about that. And I'm really looking forward to seeing him in action. And I'm delighted he's on the Queensbury roster. I'm really looking forward to working with him.
Well, Pierce, final words to you. I've been reading some of your Instagram posts, and you seem like you've got quite an old school sort of mentality. You wrote something like you're a different beast, but you've got the same mentality as Mike Tyson. Tell us about the mindset of Pierce O'Leary.
Yeah, well, listen, boxing, where I come from isn't a great area, but at the same time it is a fantastic place. So for me to get to where I want to get in life, I've got to put the work in. I've got to keep on going against the grain constantly, as I've been doing. As I said on the last interview, it's all come together now. I wrote down my goals, got a promotional deal, got my own little place, privacy, got a car to get to the gym. Like, small stuff in the world, that means everything to me. So me going out there, keep putting the work in, it's all the rewards are coming, you know. So listen, I'm just excited. I'm looking to get the ball rolling on Saturday night and kicking it off from there, because I do believe I'm going to be a world champion, not just in one weight classes, but in multiple weight classes.
Well, we look forward to it, and best of luck to you on Saturday night. We're looking forward to the Big Bang making his debut. Thank you, Pierce.
I just want to say one word as well. I just want to thank Frank for giving me the opportunity. It's a massive, incredible stage. I'm actually loving it up here. So, and also the BT Sport as well. So Saturday night, make sure you all tune in. It's going to be incredible.
Pleasure and a delight.
All right, Pierce O'Leary makes his BT Sport and Queensbury debut on Saturday night. And now we're going to talk to a really intriguing fight that's coming up on Saturday. We're going to speak to James Beech and we're going to speak to Dennis McCann. Gents, I'd like you to both pick up your mics so that you can clap back if someone says something you don't like. Whatever you know, Frank, you can interject as well. Let's speak to James first. Now, we've seen you on BT Sport before. We've seen you in against Brad Foster, Chris Bourke. It's Dennis McCann this time. What are your thoughts heading into this fight?
I've just got to be better than I've been against them two, really, and just do what I do. Dennis is a good lad. I don't think he's as good as the hype he's had around him, but, you know, I've just got to get in there and do what I do.
Well, we've seen you in those fights, as I mentioned, and they didn't go your way. This one's at featherweight. Why does this one go your way?
Because I've trained harder than ever before for this one. I've got the experience off them two fights. And I'm going to be taking it into this one. Them other two lads as well, was more probably experience, whereas this one, it's Dennis's step up. He's never done the 10 rounds before. So I've just got to take him into the deep waters, somewhere where he's never been before.
You ready to go to deep waters, Dennis?
Listen, man, I'm ready to rock. I'll do. Give me a couple of packs of Haribos and I'll fight right now. I don't even need no chicken and rices. I'm ready to rock, to be honest with you. I've been training very, very hard. I've been in training camp for the last 16 weeks. Round is not an issue to me at all. I've done 2 in a round of sparring with world champions, European champions. I've been putting all my sparring partners over, but not even on purpose, with big gloves on, 14, 16-ounce gloves. I had to fly Italians over, European champions over from different countries. And to be honest, I think Saturday night is going to be the best you can ever receive, Dennis McCann.
So you've been putting all these people over in sparring. Can you put him over on Saturday?
When I put them 8-ounce gloves on, my friend, listen, action speaks louder than words. I don't want to talk too soon, but I'm very, very confident I will do, yeah.
James, Dennis has had a lot of hype around him from Queensbury, from BT Sport. He's one of the shining prospects coming through. Do you think the hype is justified?
Not really, not after these last 2-3 fights. Like I say, he's got a big step up this Saturday, and I think it'll be found out. I think, I've got to bully the bully, and that's what I'll be doing.
What sort of fight are you expecting from him?
I'm expecting a tough fight, I know he's a tough lad, and I know that when I put it on him, he's going to give it me back, but, I'm hoping that down the stretch my experience takes over and gets me the win.
What do you think, Dennis, down the stretch? His experience, he's been up at featherweight before, he's boxed at higher weights in sort of non-title fights. What do you think?
Listen to me, shit weighs heavy, isn't it? If you want to be a lazy fucker and eat burgers and pints, you can do and fight super featherweight. I can do the same thing. But listen, I just think that there's levels to this boxing game. I believe that I'm going to be definitely a potential world champion, and he's in my way right now. So I'm gonna just have to take him out one night because he's in my way, and if I don't beat him, I'm not going to be a world champion, am I?
What can you do? He's unbeaten, Dennis. What can you do that his other opponents haven't?
Hit him back for a start. I mean, I ain't no flyweight who's 8 stone and coming up and all fat, you know what I mean? I'm coming down in weight. I'm going to be bigger than him, and I'm going to be able to push him back.
How are you bigger than me? You're not bigger than me.
Than you.
Could you get a few pints and a few cheeseburgers and fought a super featherweight for an area title? You're bigger than me.
You've boxed 8 stone people, that's it.
But then how would I box 8 stone people? They weigh the same weight as me. I was a
boxing 8
bantamweight.
stone 2 people, you're going on saying,
I was a bantamweight.
Cheeseburgers. You've been boxing people that have just been eating.
Okay, I'm a bantamweight before.
That's the only people you've
and now I'm a featherweight.
We'll see.
And now I'm a featherweight,
Like
I'm
say,
saying. How are you bigger than me? If I stand up now, you're not bigger than me.
Words. We'll say Saturday.
You're not bigger than me, though. It don't make sense. Who have you beat? Name a couple of names who you beat.
Luke Jones is a better name on the record.
How is
than
that?
You've got.
How is that?
What
Don't
name
make
you
sense.
beat better than Luke Jones?
I don't even know who Luke Jones is, to be
better
honest
than
with
Luke
you.
Jones? You can't say.
I don't even know who he
One.
is.
Tondo with a flyweight from
You've won.
Ghana.
Okay, you've won a few area titles. I wouldn't even fight for an area title, to be honest with you. And if you bring them there to the arena and try and walk out with them, I'm getting you arrested and calling the police. I'm getting you arrested and tell you escort you out the building because you can't bring them out.
It's all right. I'll be walking out that WBC title.
Yeah, listen, in your dreams you will be, my friend. Now you get all them shots, small angles, pow, 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 pow. You're just going to think, Jesus Christ, what's going on here? That's what you're going to think. That's what's going to happen Saturday. But as I said, action speaks louder than words, and we'll see, won't we?
James, let me ask you this. Dennis says that he's been sparring very well at this higher weight. He's been putting people over in sparring. When he puts those 8-ounce gloves on, could be bad news for you. Do you think he's got the power to hurt you?
No, not really. I mean, sparring, and what people say and what they're doing is 2 different things. So we'll see.
Is this the best fella you boxed?
I don't believe so, no.
I just cannot wait, my friend. I promise you, I just cannot wait. Honestly, I'm absolutely buzzing just to jump in there. I promise you, I've made the weight that well that I genuinely believe I could jump in the ring right now and fight. And bait you as well. Very easy. Even if you refuel right now and I have a refuel, I'll still bait you. But as I said, we'll see Saturday night, won't we? You are a tough lad, and I do respect you. And you are a very durable fella. But Saturday night, I'm going to expose you big time.
Okay, well, look, we're going to wrap up with you two guys. James, anything you want to finally say to Dennis ahead of Saturday night?
Not really, just be ready. And if he ain't put the work in, he'll be getting found out, so we'll see.
Dennis?
Believe me, I put the work in, my friend. I'll buy you a pack of Haribos. No points, but I'll buy you a pack of Haribos after. And I'll cheers to that.
The deal is on the table. Frank, give us your thoughts on this fight. It sounds like they're coming to fight.
This is also for the Aribo title, you know that. So this is a good fight. There's no doubt about it. There's a lot, Dennis knows he's in with James, who's a very, very experienced guy, and he brings a lot to the. He's going to bring a lot, and he's going to You're going to find out how good he is and whether he's good as we think he is. And James, as I say, is no slouch. I think we're going to see something. It's going to be a good fight. Going to see a really good fight, and I'm looking forward to it.
It's one we look forward to very much so. The WBC International Silver Featherweight title on the line, and of course the Haribo title, which is now also on the line as confirmed by Frank Warren. So fantastic stuff. James, Dennis, thank you. Let's speak to our WBC Silver Featherweight title competitors on Saturday night. Let's start with Nathaniel Kakololo. Welcome. Good to have you here. How are you feeling heading into this fight Saturday night?
I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling at home.
Have you seen Nick Ball fight before?
Yeah. I used to see him. I saw him struggling with Isaac Growe. For me, he's a good customer. He's a good customer for me.
You've seen him a little bit around today as well. Now that you're seeing him in person, what do you think? How does he shape up? Bigger than you think? Smaller than you think?
He's a small boy for me. And I just want to tell him that every champion was once a contender. I hung up my WBA African back home, and I came to challenge for the WBC. So I just want to tell him that every champion was once a contender. I come here to be a WBC champion.
Well, Nick, you can pick up your mic and interject at any time. How are you feeling? This is your first defence of your WBC Silver Featherweight title after you lit up Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, feeling good, Dev. Thanks to Frank for getting me back out so soon. So ready to go now, yeah, can't wait.
Has your life changed at all?
What's that, sorry?
Has your life changed at all since that performance? Because I've noticed a little blue tick pop up next to your name.
I know, it's good, it's nice. I've been getting a load of attention and new supporters, but life's changed for me, not really, just stay with the hard work and stay focused and push on for bigger and better things now.
And what do we know about this guy up here? I mean, when you boxed Isaac Lowe, it was a bit of a trip into the unknown, perhaps, for Isaac Lowe. This is a bit of a trip into the unknown, it feels like, for you, because I've tried to look him up on YouTube. There's not a lot out there.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't really want to look at him on YouTube. I want to look at him in real life, and Saturday I'll do that. Find everything about him about Saturday night, so...
Well, you're looking at him now, sat at this table, he's looking across at you. Are you seeing anything? Can you take anything away from right now?
No, not really, just find out Saturday, innit? Nothing really to say to him, just no talking, all action, as always.
That's what we're used to from Nick Ball. Nathaniel, you were brought in fairly late notice. He was meant to fight someone else. How well prepared are you for this fight?
Like I said before, back home to Africa, I'm an African champion, WBA. So champion don't get ready, champion stay ready. I'm ready for him. So I was ready for anything, anytime. So when the call came in, I was already in the gym. So I'm ready for him. Suppose him to be ready for me even. So at this moment of time, I just want to thank my promoter for raising me and for me to become a man until at this point of time. And I would like to thank Queensberry for inviting me, not just to contest, but to win that WBC.
I've heard you say that this is your time. Why do you feel now that this is your time right now on Saturday night? Why is this the moment?
Back ago, I was supposed to fight with Lelato Dramini, but that fight couldn't take place. That's why now this fight is taking place on a Saturday. This is the right moment for me. This is my time for me to become the WBC silver champion. Count on me.
You looking to make a statement on Saturday night, Nick?
Yeah, another statement from me, all action, definitely.
Your name's getting out there, you know. I saw, obviously you've got a great ranking with the WBC. Ray Vargas is the new WBC featherweight champion. They were putting out graphics the other day about who should he fight next, and your name popped up as one of the potential foes. Are you feeling that your star is rising?
Yeah, definitely. I've seen that on the way down, to be honest. And get this one out the way, and it'll be good to push on for that and turn that silver to gold, innit?
Talk to me about Nathaniel Collins. That was the fight that we thought was going to happen. I've seen you go back and forth with him a little bit on Twitter. What do you think's gone on there?
Don't really know, to be honest. I was saying to the lad then, only he knows, don't he? But deep down, I don't think he wanted to get in the ring with me, definitely.
That's totally irrelevant. On Saturday, he's fighting him, and that's all that
Exactly,
matters. Who cares about the other guy? That's who he's fighting. This is a tough fight. You know, he's never been stopped, Nathaniel, and he's going to bring out the best of him. And he's going to have to be at his best. So the old wrecking ball, when he gets in there, has got to do a job, and he's got to look good doing it. He knows that. He's done a brilliant job at Wembley, and everybody see it. He's one of the stars of the show, and got to move on now from that and forward. And this guy's in his way. Nathaniel's in his way. You only got to look at him. He's fit. You can see that in his face. The guy looks good. He looks well, and we're going to see something again. I think we're going to see a really good fight on Saturday because never been stopped, and he goes out and stops people. So it's going to be interesting.
Did he surprise you at Wembley Stadium, Frank?
I knew it'd be a tough fight. I fancied him, obviously, but I knew it'd be a tough fight. But it was all action. It could, again with Isaac, you've got to take your hat off to him. He's a tough guy. I mean, he took some stick and he come back a couple of times, and you've got to take your hat off to him, and I do. But it was a tough fight. But you know what? The pace of the fight, what impressed me was Nick's work rate from the first bell to till it ended. He was continuously working. I mean, it's like, you could get, Duracell should sponsor him. I mean, he's got tremendous engine inside him, and he went out and done what he had to do. It was brilliant. I was really pleased with him. But this is a tough fight. It's a different fight altogether. And as I say, it's not like he's not been on the road, Nathaniel. He's gone and fought guys in Russia and Ukraine. So he's a tough guy. But if Nick is what we think he is, he will give this fella a lot of problems on Saturday.
Well, Nick, I've heard you, obviously you've lit up Wembley Stadium. Is Anfield in your sights one day?
Yeah, definitely. World title in Anfield would be unbelievable, so defo.
Turn that silver into gold?
Yeah, that's the one in it, Dev.
Nathaniel, anything finally you want to say to Nick Ball before Saturday night? He's right there.
I just want to tell him that for me, it's just a homework. I'm looking at the bigger picture. Ray Vegas, after him. It's just a homework. So, yeah.
And Nick, your response?
I've got nothing to say to him. I don't want to speak to him. I want to punch him in the face, so that's that.
Perfect. Well, there will be plenty of punching in plenty of faces on Saturday. We're going to take a little 2 minutes, and we'll come back very shortly with the Mark Heffron, Lennox Clark fights, and Hamza Shiraz, Francisco Torres.